Good morning, South Africa. 23 minutes after 10 o'clock. Second hour, Ask a Man. Sumizi, good morning.
Guys.
Yeah.
How are you, Kuzo?
I know I'm good. No complaints.
Lovely.
And you?
I'm amazing.
I'm also great. And the listeners, Bayayaz. So, Miza, I don't know why you have problems with the way I pronounce things.
Okay, hold on. Say it again.
Bayayaz.
Is your footy?
Bayayaz.
Okay, guys, correct me if naked Bayayaz sounds South African. Like he said it earlier on. I'm like, when I now questionable, Bayayaz. Bayayaz.
Oh, that is
Bayayaz.
that is long-winded and
Is your work then? Say it.
Bayayaz.
No,
like
say-
it sounds
say-
like I'm singing.
Say it the way you saying it.
Bayayaz.
No.
He said, go back to
No,
default.
Bayayaz.
I shouldn't be
Bayayaz.
laughing
Yeah.
also because
Shame. Mabambe. All right.
back.
Oh my
Nakeso's
gosh.
back. Can we get in, guys?
Let's go.
Let's
All
get in.
right.
I'm gonna add time. I'm gonna add time. Anonymous.
Anonymous, we'll try and get a hold of you again. Please do not even stress.
So I posted something on my WhatsApp status
Yeah.
the other day on Valentine's Day. I am so mad
Why?
because none of my people. I really know I'm single,
Sure.
but I'm in situationships. So none of them, Kuzo, none of them sent me a single gift.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Why?
They chose their person.
And then from today, it's back to settings.
Yes, you know what you're dealing with.
Okay.
No? Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Oh.
I didn't want them. They could have just sent gifts.
Hmm.
It's wrong. I feel used. All 6.
All 6.
It's not fair.
Half a dozen.
My daughter Mawashiswa.
You're so mean. 6 men.
No, dating. I'm not doing anything with them.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
talking stages. Oh.
All right. Anonymous, good morning.
Morning, Kutu, how are you?
Good on you.
I'm good.
Oh, I love your voice. You sound okay. Let's get the house rules out the way and then we'll hear you out, okay, Anonymous?
Okay.
Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people, the person you'll be speaking about. My dear Anonymous, do you agree?
I agree.
Talk to us,
Let's
Mama.
go.
Yeah, so I met this guy, I think last year, September.
Okay.
So what happened was he actually was as a petrol attendant. So I was with my friend and I was like, Jimmy, let's go. I want to show you my crush. And then we went there. And then my friend was like, no, we want to be served by you. And fine. And then there was something wrong with my tires. And I was like,
Anonymous.
Wait,
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Wait, stop laughing. We can't hear you.
Okay.
Like, it's funny to you, but can you make it funny for us?
No, it's actually funny. Like, you know.
Wait, can I just understand? Did you say your crush is a petrol attendant?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
My girl.
And there was
My girl.
yes, and there was something wrong with her tires.
Yes.
And she needed them bombed.
Yes.
And you know where you go when you need your tires bombed?
Tell me
Yes.
naked.
You go to the petrol attendant.
Thank you.
And he will
Yes.
he will
He's got a
pump
pipe.
it for you. Yes.
Hi.
Did he pump it?
Hi,
for you?
Anonymous. When Ima, stop jumping. We want to hear the story
Oh,
properly.
okay.
And
How?
please don't disturb her, guys. It's
Okay.
not nice.
Okay.
Carry
Okay,
on.
so I played dumb. I did like I didn't know there was something wrong with my tires. So it's like this and this is so I'm like, okay, maybe you can cut me 50 down. I went sharp, we exchanged numbers and then the following day he called me and then he came. And then we talked and then we decided that we were gonna date. But he told me that he has a girlfriend but they're going through a rough patch. Okay, fine. We dated and everything was good. It was fine. It's like I was the only person in his life. It's like there was no sign of a girl or anything. He would sleep at my place. Every morning we call, the video call. tea time, we video call, lunch, after work, at night. So it came like I was the only one in the relationship. So when he said having sex, we went and got tested first. And then I told him that, you know what, I don't want a child, Nina. So we tested, and then fine, we had unprotected sex. So I told him that we are playing a rough game. Let's go and get contraceptives because this is not going to end well. So we went there and then we got contraceptives. So the doctor said we must not have sex for 7 days. So we had sex on the 7th day and I fell pregnant.
Told you, good to hey, baya pompa.
Yeah, and I fell pregnant, and the reason I don't want kids is because I don't feel like I'm a good mother to my current child already. So I didn't want to bring kids into this world again and fail again.
So you've got a child?
Yes, I have a child.
How old are you?
I'm turning 30 this year.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Kutso.
Okay. Anonymous, we're going to go to the news headlines. We're going to come back now, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Anonymous. Let's make a quick stop. 10:30. It's 10:30. Anonymous is on the line. So Anonymous met a guy in September last year. Things quickly took off between them despite him being in a relationship with someone else when they met. After getting tested, her and her partner started having unprotected sex. So I'm going to leave it there by the unprotected sex. She was telling us about her child that she already has before, the man she met and the crush. Anonymous, we still good, right? This is just light stuff.
Yes.
Have I missed out anything important that you feel like I need to bring?
Not really.
Okay, awesome. Continue, Anonymous. Tell us more.
Yes, so I was employed before, so I got a bit retrenched. So my life has been a mess. So that's also another reason why I didn't want to have a child, because I wouldn't want to have a child and not be able to provide for them. Already I'm struggling with the one that I have, and my life is just starting to get back on track. So when we found out that, and then I took a test, and then I found out that I was pregnant because I was craving some weird stuff, things that I never eat. So I said, there's something wrong with this injection. Maybe we need to change it. So then something said, no, just test. And then I found out that I was pregnant. I tested on Friday night. I sent him a picture and then told him that, hey, this is what's happening. And he's like, you know what, let's confirm tomorrow. I'll come. Saturday, he did not come. He made up an excuse and said he'll come Sunday. Sunday, when I called him, he's like, no, we have a problem. I'm like, what problem? Is your girlfriend there? I was joking. And then he's like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, fine. And then I hang up. And then later on, I'm like, okay. I called him and I was like, okay, so how do we deal with this issue on hand? And he's like, you know what? I don't feel like we're both ready to have a child. I forgot to mention that he's 6 years younger than me.
It's not funny.
But he lied to me when he started dating. He said he was 2 years younger than me.
Are you crying or are you laughing?
She's laughing.
I was laughing, but
Okay.
also...
Okay,
wait, guys, I missed that completely.
He is 6 years younger than her.
Oh.
Okay. Carry on, sis. It's your story. You have the right to laugh.
I love you, Anonymous.
Yeah.
He lied to me when he started dating and said he's 2 years younger than me. I found out later on. Okay, fine. Sunday, I called him and then he said, we're both not ready. I was like, okay, fine. And then I did not sleep that night, the whole night, because you're with your patient and then I'm here, I'm pregnant. So I called him. He was supposed to go to work. I called him around 5 a.m. and he was still sleepy. He actually overslept. I'm like, okay, so it was nice that you even overslept. So he got pissed at that and he was like, I'm going to come and fetch my stuff later. And I was like, okay, fine, bring my stuff also. So Monday when I woke up, I went to the clinic and I was actually going there to check how far along I am. But also the termination thing was on my mind. So I terminated Monday. So I'm really, really struggling with the decision. Yes, I did not want a child, but I'm really struggling with forgiving myself.
How far along?
It was 7 weeks.
No, I'm saying, are you still pregnant now?
No, she
No,
said that
I
she
terminated.
terminated.
Oh, she sounds muffled, so I really can't.
It's because of I don't know if Anonymous you want to laugh and get it out or because she's we just need to hear you a bit clearer.
Okay. I terminated on Monday. The Monday that I found out on Friday, so Monday I terminated.
Okay.
So I feel like I was a bit hasty with my decision, and I'm
Okay.
regretting it also. Not for him, but for me, because I'm struggling. I'm struggling with forgiving myself. Like, I cry myself to sleep every day.
Sorry.
Even today, I was crying before I called you guys.
Just a question from me. Do those centers not offer, what's the word I'm looking for?
Counseling?
Like counseling,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't they offer counseling?
I'm not sure. It's a public clinic.
They don't offer counseling at public clinics.
Everything was so fast for me. I didn't even get the right information about counseling.
Oh, okay, Anonymous.
So I think also this whole thing, the termination thing, because everything was good until that day. I think everything went south, and now like it has created this distance, this resentment between us.
What's the situation? Are you still seeing this guy?
Yeah, but Alicia forced and
And you know now that his girlfriend never left.
the girlfriend might have left, but now she's back.
Okay.
But now she's back.
Okay. All right.
Come on, we know the girlfriend never left. How many times,
Yeah.
Anonymous, do we... How long have you been listening to Ask a Man? Because for, I think, the last 12
It was-
years, we've been...
Askis
Scott-
Anonymous,
Scott
Askis,
question.
Askis.
Yeah. Because for
Okay.
the last 12 years, we've been warning people that when a man says, I'm in a relationship, but, things are not going okay. Come on now. 12 years later, we've been warning you for 12 years. What does that mean? If an
You know, Naked, the thing is, this men, okay, they will say this and that, but also the actions, like we would spend every day together, and this girl never called or did anything.
Anonymous, we will do anything and say anything to get in between your legs,
Okay.
right?
And yes,
Sometimes
so,
we'll even say our girlfriends are dead. And then next thing you know, hey, Bana, somebody's come back to life next week. We will lie to you just to get in between your legs. And we always warn you guys against that. Okay.
yes.
So the girlfriend never left. She never went anyway. All he wanted was his way with you, but luena kiri. Now you wanted your way with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the most important thing was for you to do things the right way, knowing what you want in life, knowing what you do not want out of life. You went there knowing what he was in a relationship. You went there just to get serviced. I'm sure it's a service station. And it's open 24 hours. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a service station, our Valwa. Do you ever see petrol attendants standing with their girlfriends? Naba bomb.
No.
So take accountability. First of all, ne? Let's not point fingers at this guy, because now you got what you wanted, knowing. Sorry, Anonymous. Oh, Kotlel. You got what you wanted. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you were very irresponsible. And knowing that you're a mom already, you cannot carry on this this irresponsible path. Doesn't mean that you can't have fun, but whenever fun is heard, you need to protect yourself all the time. And not just physically, but emotionally as well. So,
Thank you.
yeah, so Anonymous, you do need professional help, okay? Whether it's, I don't know, because a lot of people do say that maybe they don't have it at public clinics, but maybe try somewhere else. Try church or try somewhere where you can speak to somebody, okay?
Yes.
And you made the decision because you thought it was the right decision. It was the right decision at the time, so don't backtrack. Okay. Yeah. And uzoba right, don't worry, you're going to be okay. And give yourself time to heal. You just need this time to be by yourself and to question your moves going forward.
Anonymous,
Yes.
how old were you when you got your first child?
I was 21.
21.
Yes.
And how long were you with your boyfriend, the father of your first child?
2 years.
Before you had a child with him?
2 years.
2 years. And then when did you break up and why?
We broke up when after having a child. I think the child was maybe a month or 2 months.
Okay.
We broke up because he found another girlfriend.
Okay. And what lessons did you learn from that?
The lesson that I took from that is that
Come again?
The lesson that I took from that is that it's never fall pregnant again. Men do not like people with kids.
Okay.
That's the lesson that I
And
learned.
then-
So that's why I did not want to fall pregnant for anyone ever again.
And then you sleep without protection.
I did. I did. And when I realized that I must get contraceptives, it was too late.
Yeah, but they said you mustn't have sex for 7 days when you have it on the 7th day. On the 7th day. When you know, for me, if they said mustn't have sex for 7 days because of medical reasons or whatever, I would even add 3 more days based on the trauma that you've been through. But you rushed. Now, here's what's happening here. You, from the beginning, you were desperate, low self-esteem, on a hunt for a relationship, and at any cost. Now, I'm going to physicalize it and materialize it for now. You meet a guy. Now, you know, when you said to me you got attracted to a petrol attendant, I said my girl, because for me it's not really about what a person, for me, my first attraction physically is not, I don't care what you do, right? But what you do also determines what our future should look like. So, because also, again, I can still say not all petrol attendants, just because you're a petrol attendant doesn't mean you are not educated, you are not doing it. It could be just a side hustle. It could be because of you just graduated, or you just got retrenched, and you don't have an issue about what people think about you. You are just hustling, and that's inspirational. But realistically, if you are dating a petrol attendant, you know the salary is not that great. The salary is just for ends meet. Salary is just from hand to mouth. But then you make decisions that are going to need a stable financial situation. Now you got retrenched, but still you are careless enough. You are careless financially. You are careless physically, you are careless with your health, you are careless about everything. And then you're going to come back here and cry, ukuthi, you can't sleep, don't you made your bed, so lala kuwo. The sooner you look at yourself and reprimand yourself, hopefully you've learned another lesson. Guti, don't be stupid and gullible. You are making decisions that are affecting you in so many ways. How many times must you be told? For as long as, I saw someone on TikTok saying people who are not financially stable should not make babies. And some people took offense. But it's a fact. What is your business having unprotected sex with someone you're not married to and you're unemployed yourself, and then they have a job that does not allow them to have a child?
And he's got a girlfriend.
And now he's got a girlfriend. And you ignored the fact that he said he's got a girlfriend and things are not going okay. How many times have you heard, that's a red flag? But you thought it will never happen to me. So, put your big girl panties on and never, ever make that mistake again. You still have another chance to rectify and be a better person. You have no business in making another child unless you are married to a stable, financially stable, mentally stable, spiritually stable, intellectually stable husband. When if you don't hear my husband is from you, you have no right to not use a condom. Okay? Okay, my love. You're going to be fine, but and we're not shy you alone. We're shying those that are going to call us next week for the same reason. Now, I'm going to make a list of, Anonymous called us today because she fell pregnant to a guy that didn't love her and used her. I'm going to write it. If someone calls again and it's the same thing, I'm dropping a phone because we don't have time to play here. I am nearer my God to thee. I'm 53. Sengizo hamba. Emhlabeni. Angeng hambing ama stresses in. Okay? Okay, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anonymous.
I just want to say this to Somizi. Somizi, then you've got people that go and test. Like, you're going to test with a person that is in a relationship. Who says their partner is faithful tonight? When you are going to test with that person today, that partner could be having sex with somebody else and will go and infect the same person that you are testing. Because you only test once.
So naked. After you tested, how long did you have sex? What was did you test and get the results and had sex?
Can you please repeat that?
You tested today, you got the results tomorrow. When did you have sex after getting your results?
Same day.
Same day. Again, I'm not educated, but there's certain things I'm educated in. There's a window period. You could have been infected 6 days before. You're just saying, educating other people. There's a thing called window period where I could sleep with someone who's infected, and when I test tomorrow, it won't show for the next 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be forever.
Yeah? Utini?
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
Hello.
What?
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Hi, that's someone else.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Is that
Yes,
Anonymous?
I can hear you.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. Let's Anonymous. Let's leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna hand over to South Africa and ask them to give advice to you. Please continue listening through your radio, South Africa. Any advice that you have for Anonymous, please do give us a call. That number to dial 086,000 2160. Your voice notes 060 552 7303. It's Beyonce. Disappear. 8 minutes until we hit the top of the hour. Your calls coming through for Anonymous 086,000 2160. Your voice notes as well. But let's start with Utebo. All right. Let me try again here. Now, All right, Deborah, we'll try and get a hold of you again. Let's head on over to the voice notes coming through 060-552-7303. Let's start here.
Morning, team.
Morning.
My advice for Anonymous is that never ever in your life date your crush. You don't date your crush because crush you end up doing poor decisions and you're gonna regret for the rest of your life. Never date your crush. You know it's gore ke tlhatswa matlho go na le dilo tse pila ka montle. Tlhatswa matlho fela o se bo date crush ya gago motho e leng gore wena o feel gore o kwa ka o ntshwanetse a se ene tšhomi crush a re date o tla go bala. And I wish you all the best for o recover and then go be sharp. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Couscous. Good morning, Somizi. Good morning, Naked.
Hey.
Anonymous must just forgive herself. And Anonymous, kumele azithande. As Somizi said, she must not be gullible. Makanakekele ikhunatra yakhe. Ngiyabonga, thank you.
Good day. Yo, team. Thank you for the show, man. Some G. It's usually Naked who I usually support or feel like he's sealing the nation, he's fixing the nation. Today, you took the mentor from him. I cannot even say anything. Bro said Somizi. My sister, I hope you heard everything that Somizi said. He's got it correctly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Metro FM.
Morning.
Oh. Anonza, I really hope you heard and you listened to what Somizi said. Sometimes I really wish I knew Somizi in person, man. You must give Somizi his flowers. My sister, if you still want to remind yourself, go back and stream this whole show again and listen to what Somizi said. Please listen to what Somizi said. You sound like a very beautiful lady. It's just that you need love. I don't know, but yeah, you'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. But I really hope that you heard what Somizi said. Please. Otherwise, great show. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Anonza. Girlie. Zithande, zinakekele, zihloniphe. Nje, everything with a Z, girl. Zinakekele nje. You know what? Do you, boo? Do you choose you? Be selfish about yourself. We make mistakes, learn from them, my girl. Utloba sharp, love. Utloba sharp.
Hey, Somizi, Naked, and Kuts.
Hey.
Oh, this girl. What a terrible move. What a terrible decision. But I hope Anonymous will recover. She will just forgive herself, learn from her mistakes. And life will carry on. Please take the advices that team gave you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's head on over to Deborah again. Good morning, Deborah.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good on you, Debza.
I'm good. Just wanted to say to Anonymous, I'm so sorry for the pain you're going through. You made a decision, you regret it. It's hurtful. But we have this say that goes, so that means you have to choose what you do with your body. And you don't have to have a man or get married or depend on anybody. You must be resourceful enough for yourself and to be able to sustain yourself. To say, I want to have a baby, don't depend on anyone. So in future, the decisions that you make them based on how you will be able to carry them through. Because there's no way you can divorce your child. You can't leave your child. We are mothers, we are born to take care of our kids. So if your man decides to leave, let him, but always make sure that you're able to take care of yourself and the baby. But get help, and this will pass. It's a hurdle. It will pass, but I still say I'm sorry for the pain that you're going through.
Thank you so much, Deborah. We appreciate you so much. Also on that line, again, Anonymous, I know you're still listening. Lifeline South Africa offers free online counseling as well and emotional support. If anything, please do visit their website. That's Lifeline South Africa, or have this number on standby. I know you'll listen back on the podcast to this part, 0861 322 322. Lifeline South Africa offer free online counseling, so please also use that opportunity.
Yeah,
James?
It would have been, great to have had a woman call us, a woman that has dealt with termination, like post-termination. I mean, Anonymous terminated a week ago. I'm not a woman, I've never carried a child, but I can imagine if you've carried something inside you, you've carried a life. And that life is no longer with you. There's no way it's a light switch where if you terminate today, you are over it today. So Anonymous, please do take down that Lifeline number again, because you do need help. You do need to speak to somebody professional.
That's so true. And we I think it's something that not to be taken for granted, in a sense that depending on what you believe in as well, physically you need to do something about it, mentally you need to do something about it, and spiritually you need to do something. Some people go for cleansing because you are carrying a human being that's no longer. Some people go for one-on-one counseling with their pastors or whatever. You need to do something as well spiritual. Don't ignore the spiritual side of things. Right. And another caller said, voice note, don't ever date your crush. You remember last week I said something very profound that's gonna go in the history books.
You always do.
Right.
Yes.
That when I said go to church to pray, not to pray.
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
And and the same thing I'm going to say today is that don't date your crushes, because you'll walk in crushes.
Wow, that's profound. Than last week. It's like you never cease to amaze.
I'm even limping.
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
Yeah. You're
Thank
like
you.
Umbila. You are amazing.